Are you in your 50s or 60s with a house full of crap? Well, this extremely brief video is for you. I just got back yesterday from my dad's house, who died in 2021, so that's 4 years ago. Pretty much has the filming of this video, and let me tell you, I am burnt out. The last 4 years, I was in my late 50s. I'm 61 now, and at that age, when you start getting that age, and your children start getting that age, be damn sure there's going to be some medical issues come along, and you're not going to be the same as when you were in your 30s or 40s, which you can still have things go wrong in those ages. I do know. But the chances are, by the time you're 60, late 50s, you're going to have some health setbacks. So, not to get into it here, but in the last 4 years, we've gone through the end of the peak of the pandemic. Forest fires in the area where my father's house was, which kept us out of that area. It's a 5-hour drive round trip if you stop for a pee and a little bite to eat. And I've had sciatica twice, which took me out for 2 months during that period, where I pretty much couldn't get off for each time. Couldn't get off the sofa. We've had, so many things happen. I've had a major surgery that took me out for an entire year. Couldn't really travel at least 2 or 3 months of the winter. You'd have to close up the house. This traveling wasn't really that safe. And on and on and on and on. And this drug out to 4 years, and we're down to the last bit, calling a service to come and pull stuff away. He had a small engine repair on his property. He had a backhoe from, I did a whole other video on this. It was called Dad's Last Message. I'll put a link to it here. And I'm just like, it's exhausting, and exhausts me out for an entire week. I drive down there for 2.5 hours. Usually I can get my son to help me. And we were down the week before, and both my other sons, my two sons, showed up, which I'm really grateful for, to empty the house of furniture. Yeah, he had a basement full of everything you could possibly imagine, and nothing, and we're not talking good quality items, we're talking broken stuff. Mostly 95% broken motorcycles, broken chainsaws, broken lawnmower tractors and lawnmowers in the yard, strewn with tires, and a backhoe in the barn that took us 2 years to get rid of because it was from 1958. It's just a little makeshift barn that he had to keep things. Yeah, oh my God, the mess, the work, and you go down, and he never really kept his workspace clean. His table was strewn with tiny bits of oil and grease and dust and sawdust and filings from drills and grinder dust and tiny springs the size you'd see in a pen, and pop rivets and nails and screws and magnets, and my God, I had to take a broom to the whole thing once I picked out the stuff that I couldn't dispose of, and that I couldn't just throw in the garbage. And then I took a broom and I just reached, with the base of the broom and swept the whole counter and everything. And it's taken us 4 years. And this on top of cleaning out a house full of items that they had, that normal people have. And plus, Dad was into playing music, so he had guitars. My brother lives in another country, basically, and he can't get over to help. And we are down, finally, to the point of selling this house, which really could have went for a lot more. They lived there as seniors, my mom and him. My mom's in a home with dementia, so it pretty much puts everything on my shoulders, and it has been hell. And my wife and I were at the stage where we were just starting to clear out our house, and now we're taking on items from my father, which, I can get $20 here and there, which I have off the internet, but like Marketplace or something. But the work's incredible. And if you want to see more about this, yeah, check out my other video. I'll put a link to it just at the end of this. Very brief. And I'm like, I don't know, if any of you going through the same thing, I don't know if it's a generational thing. I guess my parents were the silent generation, I think. That's after the great generation. Not that I go by those things too much, but it gives you a general idea. I myself is somewhere between boomer and X-gen. I consider myself more X-gen. But my dad never really kept things, he never kept things organized or neat. Yeah, and I feel bad. A lot of things, a lot of parts and stuff are just being hauled away. I mean, we're paying a guy $350 to come haul more stuff, and it's been going on and on and on. It's a very remote area. Well, not very, I shouldn't say very. There are services there, like you can get there's a couple grocery stores and that sort of thing. But yeah, my God, the mess and the work and you're like, you know, you got to realize this, and this is a message to the 60 and up crowd that watch this video. If you have kids, don't expect them to be like they are in their 30s. When you get to be 80 or 90 or whatever, they're going to probably have their own health issues, their own limitations. Take care of your junk now. It's okay to have a few fun things and things you like to do, but you don't need a basement full of greasy, gassy smelling shit and parts and pieces and stuff that was not worth anything and cost to haul away. And sure, if I lived right next door, if I had a living where I could have stayed right there, maybe I'd have the house done in a couple years or a year, but man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Anyways, I'm going to sign off from this. You got any similar stories, as I said, just put them down in the comments. If you want to hear more about struggles and good things that we go through in our 60s and 70s, then I'd be happy if you subscribed. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.